One of the most consistent themes that we've seen across the industry here at FMI is that when contractors are in periods of growth or scaling the business, that's when failure is actually more likely to occur, not during times of contraction or even just steady state. And that led us to do a study a couple of years ago on why contractors fail. And we look at the root causes of that. There's really sort of three areas that most of these root causes emanated from. That was markets, operations, and people. And that's why today I'm really excited to introduce you to my colleague, Tracey Smith, who's part of our leadership and organizational development group. Now, Tracey, in my opinion, is probably one of the foremost experts when it comes to leadership and organizational design in the construction industry. And Tracey, I know you and I have talked a lot about, where these risks emanate from when a contractor is trying to scale the business and grow. But there's three that, you've always shared with me that I feel like are so important. I thought maybe you could just share those with everyone here today.
I have similar conversations with clients, right? And it tends to come up in those conversations that, hey, we're really feeling a pinch in our organizational and our leadership capacity. And so when that growth is outpacing you keeping up with your leadership development, kind of the three things we typically see are, one, the leaders are way too far in the weeds, right? They're leading 2 to 3 levels down from their role, not focused on the strategic lens they need to. The second one, very common, is hiring is happening as a reaction to the growth. There's not a thoughtful anticipation of what they're going to need on the people side, both just from roles and numbers of people. So there's always this feeling of catching up. You're behind the curve on when you need the people. The third is they're spending a lot of money on talent development, but there's just no clear return on investment on those costs. They haven't aligned it to their people strategy. So it's kind of a mishmash of outcomes.
I love how you kind of articulate these because it really is the same kind of conversations I've heard from a lot of firms when we're doing strategy work or following up on those periods of growth. Any particular advice or recommendations you might give to others who might be having these same kind of experiences as you just described?
There's a lot of things that companies can do, but I think two to just start with is one, just being really clear on what great leadership looks like for your business. It's going to look unique to who you are and what you're trying to be, but being good at defining what that looks like is really important. I think the second thing is taking a hard look at how you structure the business. Are we really clear on those essential leadership roles? Are we clear on accountabilities, where decision making should happen? Those would be two places that folks could start with.
Again, I really appreciate Tracey you being here today and sharing some of your insights. And again, I highly recommend everybody give Tracey a call, shoot her an email. I promise you, you can't go wrong with one of these leadership assessments. Thank you very much.